Hello, everyone. Today, I'm excited to demo my project, a full-stack web app for a point-of-sale system built with ASP.NET. This is a real-world application designed to help businesses manage their products, users, sales, and financial reports. Let's jump right in. First, let's log in as an admin. When we land on the dashboard, you'll notice a few key pieces of information. We can see the total number of products in the system, today's expenses, and sales. Below that, there's a low stock alert. And finally, we've got some sales analytics, allowing us to look at data for different time periods. Now, let's move to the user management page. This section is really important because it shows all the users who are registered in the system. Since this is an internal application, the ability to add new users is restricted to the admin role. So, as an admin, let's add a new user to the system. I'll input the necessary details, like their name, role, and access rights. And done. The new user is now in the system. You'll notice that we can also view, edit, and update user details as needed. Next, we'll go into the Settings page. This is where the admin can customize the system to suit the business's branding. For example, we can upload the company logo, which will appear on receipts when printed. We can also enter other business details, like the company's name, address, and contact information. Now let's take a look at permissions. This section is where the admin can control what each user can and cannot do within the system. Moving on, let's check out the Categories page. Here we can see all the product categories in the system. Categories are a great way to organize products. Let's test adding a new category. Done. We've just added a new category, and we can also go ahead and edit or delete any category we no longer need. Now let's go to the Products page. This is where we manage all the individual products that are available for sale. You'll see a list of all products, and we can search for specific items or filter them by category to make it easier to find what we're looking for. Additionally, we can adjust the number of products displayed per page, making it easy to navigate through a large inventory. Let's try adding a new product. I'll fill in the product details, including the name, price, and category. And done. The new product is now in the system. If we need to make any changes to a product, we can easily edit the product's information here as well. Next, we have the Purchases page. This is where the business can add new stock to the system. You'll see a list of all past purchases, showing the products that have been restocked. Let's create a new purchase by adding some products and their quantities. Once I save the purchase, everything is recorded in the system, including the newly restocked products. It's really important that the system tracks purchases accurately to avoid any discrepancies in inventory. Let's move on to sales. This is the heart of the point-of-sale system. In this section, we can sell products. Similar to the Purchases page, we can filter sales by invoice number, date range, or product name. When making a sale, We simply select the products the customer wants to buy, and the quantities are updated automatically. It's important to note that if a product is out of stock, it won't be available for sale. This ensures that customers aren't charged for items that aren't available in inventory. The system will alert the cashier if they try to sell an out-of-stock product. Next, we have the Reports section. This page is where the business can view financial analytics like expenses, income, and profit reports. Let's generate a report by selecting a specific date range. After doing that, we can see the total expenses, income, and profit for that time period. If needed, we can also print these reports for offline records. Additionally, the same financial data is also visible on the dashboard, so users can get a quick overview at a glance. Now let's take a look at how user permissions work. The admin has complete control over what each user can do. Let's log in as a regular user to see the difference. As you can see, this user can only view categories and products, but they can't add, edit, or delete anything. This is because the admin has not granted them permission to do so. Let's log in as another user who has permission to create and manage categories. This shows how the admin can control exactly what each user is allowed to do based on their role and the permissions granted. Finally, let's test the manager role. The admin can restrict the manager's permissions by disabling their ability to create, edit, or delete users, categories, products, and purchases. Now, let's log in as the manager. They can view user details and modify categories, but they're not able to delete any products, categories, or users. And that wraps up the demo of my project. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the demo and got a good sense of how the application works.